spend a good long time working on that. These are so small for the amount of time that I'm putting into this. That seam between the top and the bottom, I need it to be absolutely perfect. And sometimes the simpler things are, the more I fixate on the tiniest little details. This is something you don't get to enjoy when I'm doing voiceover painting, concentration cases. You want to miss out on this. This is another spot. Now I'm gonna go back to the green, and then when I'm going over with the green, I'm gonna mess up the red, and then I'm gonna go over the red. I'm gonna mess up the green. I'm gonna mess up the green. It just never stops. It doesn't. Dang it! You love what I've done. Why did it cross the Oh my gosh, it's getting late. I thought I was at least gonna get through a couple different things. Uh-oh. Oh, I just you so bad. I think I sneezed the last time I got a text. I'm allergic to people contacting me. You know what? That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I'm gonna let that one go. I just got smudged a red paint on it. Oh my. I need to watch myself like that. I hate when I'm painting and half the video is looking at the top of my head. I just really hate the look of the top of the head. Those of you who are still here, seeing as I painted 4 solid colors on tiny wooden objects for the last however long this video has been going on, probably way too long, and you're still sitting here watching me, you're invested. Did you know that? I don't know what that noise was. Just want to do a quick check-in. How are you? How are you? I have a lot of ideas planned for the future of my channel. I'm not talking like huge, enormous, massive changes or anything. It would be great to get some feedback from you. What things are you really loving about my channel, and what things do you think you would like to see different? I always feel like when I hear a YouTuber ask these kind of questions that they're going for something. Like there's some sort of crisis on the horizon that is not what is happening here at all. I'd be interested to kind of just hear your thoughts. Anyway. Wow, this bowl looks terrible. It's a terrible. Should do it. Aha! We've done it. I'm going to do this. All I need to do now is add the little details. Oh. My tea is gone. Where are they? My pasta paint pens. I'm gonna start with this one. The pink one is watermelon. Okay, so I'm going to just draw on some little watermelon stripes on the green part. That's cute. I'm just gonna continue adding all the little fruit details to my acorns. Got the fruit details on. But I'm looking at this bowl, and this bowl is incredibly plain. I have some leftover paint here, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna add like some little speckles that match the colors of the fruit. Fruit bowl is done. I think the speckles add a lot. It is time for the grand moment when the fruits meet the bowl. Underwhelming. Finished my project. Wow, I can't believe it took me that long to do that. I'm gonna put a clear coat on everything, so when you see the final footage of them all beautiful, it's after I've done that. That is my acorn fruit bowl. I thought and I was hoping to get to at least one other little wooden trinket today, but then all the time it's now dinner time. I'm gonna call it a day, go eat and get some rest. So yeah. Hey, even though these are so incredibly simple, this took me all day. I did have to spend like 2 hours getting everything set up. Still, seems like this took me way longer than it should have. It's been very, very shiny, so I know that thing is going to be a beast. So I'll have that to be edited for multiple days, most likely. What did I accomplish today? I made a miniature fruit bowl with miniature acorns in it. Drank an entire tea. That's it. So yeah, it's been a great productive day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, even though it wasn't normal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.
wants ice cream.
একটু মিষ্টি মুখ হয়ে
হ্যাঁ, নিশ্চয়ই।
পাকা হয়ে গেছি
না কেন নয়? আরে না না কেন নয় সম্বন্ধে কথা হয়েছে এতে কিভাবে মিষ্টি মুখ করা যাবে এইভাবে মিষ্টি দে কোয়ালিটি ওয়ালস নয় কেন কোয়ালিটি ওয়ালস আইসক্রিম
बहुत माना तेरी कुर्बानी मेरे बिना नहीं क्योंकि मैं एक ही मानूंगा उसका दर्द तुम
ये एक वेलफेयर मॉडल है और सस्पेक्ट एक स्मार्ट क्रिमिनल है
Hey, it's me. Alright. So today I'm doing something a little bit weird. A couple weeks ago I did this video called Shop With Me, where I literally sat here and shopped on Amazon for an insanely long period of time. And then I waited for the stuff to come in and I unboxed it with you guys. In that video, I found picture frames. And I had this idea, it would be kind of cute if I customized some picture frames and then drew little pictures of my characters and if they're in photos. So the idea is instead of taking photos of people and your friends, I'm just going to paint fake photos of my characters who are not real or alive. So much cooler than having photos of you hanging out with people. I wasn't sure how you guys would feel about it or whether you would want me to do that or not, so I kind of just threw it out there. Turns out a lot of people really wanted to see me do this. What am I gonna call this video? What is the thumbnail gonna be? Me painting my characters and then framing them. Who's gonna watch the video? Besides people who saw my shopping video and wanted to see me do this. It's probably just you guys here with me today. That's fine. Y'all will my favorites anyway. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to actually get started. So I have the two frames here. We've got big boy and little boy. Let's start small. Let me just take all this nonsense out. Here's the meat of it. We have the picture itself. Lovely photograph. This little border insert and the glass, which you can see my reflection in. So let me go ahead and make my face as disturbing as possible. I think I did a pretty good job with that. I haven't decided if I want to use this white border or not. I'm still there. I'm still in there. But whatever, I'll decide that later. Let's put all of that aside for now. I'm going to start with the frame. Here it is. Ooh, there's my gesso. Let me just pop that open. Just pop it open. Just turn that. Yep, get that open. Pop it open. Obviously that's stuck. I got this jar opener a while back, but it's not large enough to use on my gesso container, so that's pointless. I guess I have no option. I'm just going to power through this. Oh, there we go. Well, that explains why this was so difficult to open. That is a world record paint booger right there. Wow. Thank you. Moving on from that, I'm gonna start gessoing. Unfortunately, my poor gesso no likey the picture frame, or maybe the picture frame no likey the gesso. I don't know, but they're not getting along. Because of the weird plasticky coating on the frame, the gesso is just kind of separating. There we go. It's separated. Let me just let it be, leave it dry, and then I'll go over that again. As you can see with the second coat, they're still fighting a little bit, but they're in counseling and they're making it work. After 2 coats of gesso, it's time to paint. And speaking of my Shop With Me video, this is another product that I bought. It's Folk Art Paint. I've never tried this brand before, but they are super cheap, so I know they're not the best quality. They're a little bit closer to my typical color palette, so I wanted to give them a try. Some of you already know where I'm going with this. This paint hasn't even done anything, and you already recognize it. What? Who's this? Who's that? You already know. I don't get it. Here I go with the paint, and here's my speed product review. It's okay. I don't think I'm going to become a product review channel anytime soon. It's very watery, it's
thin. I will still use it, but it's definitely not my favorite paint. Also, I've decided I'm not liking this green, actually. It's too muted. It looks sad. You're bumming me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and brighten that up a bit, and I'm going over this again. And is it just me, or is this paint harder to blend than usual? Maybe it's because it's so thin. I don't know, but I was having an unusually difficult time blending with this paint. Like, this should be easy, but it wasn't. But, you know, that could just be me being a failure. Not again. Eventually, I did get a decent blend on that.
आज सावन के
After this,
ड्रेस
I'm
पसंद
going
है
to
तेरे
work
को
on some little spots.
Mm,
Just
do
random
second.
little spots. They don't mean anything, really. Shh, don't spoil it. And then my signature down there. And I'll throw a nice clear coat over that to protect my paint. What is that piece of lint doing in there? Get out of there. Now for the most important part. I'm going to get out a piece of watercolor paper and I'm going to start working on the photo. Here's the glass, and I'm just going to use this as my template so I know how big to make my painting. There we go. Now I already know exactly what I'm going to do here. I've already designed the frame to match this painting that I haven't even made yet. I guess I kind of did that backwards, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh well. So I'm sketching out my design here, having a little trouble with this fellow's face. Maybe you recognize it, even while going through this turmoil of development. What has happened to his head? It's Pickle. Pickle's face gives me more trouble than most of my characters, even though it's literally 4 black dots. It's so simple that it's difficult. Let me go over that with my outline, which I've struggled with just a little bit, as you can tell by this very terribly drawn line. Gosh, have you ever used a pen before? That's what I want to know. It's because this is watercolor paper, which is actually quite textured, and I'm really not used to that. Are you even supposed to use fine liners on textured paper? Is this illegal? The lines just ended up having to be a little bit thicker than I was planning. You know how you mess up a line and then you just have to make it thicker and thicker to hide it? Yeah. For the background, I just outlined everything in gray colored pencil because I want that to stay light and kind of be in the background. Okay. 33 shades of red, lipsticks, skills, 3 hours to get ready, bubbles down. It's my skin, I just do pump it up. It's my face, I just do it up. Cause I want my eyes to speak and my lips to wink. But I think I like my nails to dye my hair in pink. Did you start the gossip? That all my time and money goes in the way I look. When you look like $1,000,000, it's alright. 33 shades of red, lipsticks, skills, counting on going for it, then selfie, bowing. Black mate, unapologetically me.